This is our Philippine national hero, Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonzo Rialonga. In this video, we will try to analyze Rizal's life from his childhood up to his studies at University of Santo Tomas. Jose Rizal, the national hero of the Philippines and pride of the Malayan race, was born on June 19, 1861, in the town of Calamba, Laguna. He was the seventh child in a family of 11 children, 2 boys and 9 girls. Both his parents were educated and belonged to distinguished families. His father, Francisco Mercado Rizal, an industrious farmer whom Rizal called a model of fathers, came from Binian, Laguna, while his mother, Teodora Alonzo E. Quintos, a highly cultured and accomplished woman whom Rizal called loving and prudent mother, was born in Santa Cruz, Manila. Early education in Calamba and Binian. At the age of 3, he learned the alphabet from his mother. At 5, while learning to read and write, he already showed inclinations to be an artist. He astounded his family and relatives by his pencil drawings and sketches and by his moldings of clay. At the age of 8, he wrote a Tagalog poem, Sa Aking Mga Kabata, the theme of which revolves on the love of one's language. Rizal's parents employed private tutors to give him lessons at home. The first was Maestro Celestino and the second, Maestro Lucas Padua. Later, an old man named Leon Monroy, a former classmate of Rizal's father, became his tutor. This teacher lived at the Rizal home and instructed Rizal in Spanish and Latin. Sadly, he did not live long. After Monroy's death, Rizal's parents decided to send their son to a private school in Binian. Pasiano enrolled Rizal to the school of Maestro Justiniano Aquino Cruz. In academic studies, Rizal beat all Binian boys. He surpassed them all in Spanish, Latin, and other subjects. They were all jealous of his intellectual superiority that they wickedly squealed to the teacher whenever Rizal had a fight outside the school, and even told lies to discredit him before the teacher's eyes. Consequently, the teacher had to punish Rizal.
Rizal enters Ateneo. In June 1872, Rizal was sent to Manila to study in Ateneo. Ateneo was then formally called Escuela Pia, or Charity School of Manila, established in 1817. The government placed Ateneo under the supervision of the Jesuits. In 1859, the name of the school became Ateneo Municipal, and later became Ateneo de Manila. Rizal, 11 years old at the time, was refused to admit by Father Magan Ferrando, a college registrar of Ateneo, because he was late for registration and he was sickly and undersized for his age. Through the aid of Manuel Sarax Burgos, he was then accepted in Ateneo. Jose was the first to use the surname Rizal in their family, because their family name Mercado had come under suspicion of the Spanish authorities. At 16 years old, he received the degree of Bachelor of Arts with highest honors. He was the most brilliant Atenean of his time and was truly the pride of the Jesuits. Graduated as one of the 9 students in his class declared sobresaliente or outstanding. Rizal continued his education at Ateneo to obtain a land surveyor and assessor's degree, and at the same time at the University of Santo Tomas, where he took a preparatory course in law. Mi Primera Inspiración was the first poem Rizal had written during his stint at Ateneo, which was dedicated to his mother on her birthday.
Medical Studies at the University of Santo Tomas. The Pontifical Royal University of Santo Tomas, the Catholic University of the Philippines, founded on April 28, 1611 by Bishop Miguel de Benavides, Order of Preachers, 3rd Archbishop of Manila. In April 1877, Rizal, who was barely 16 years old, entered the University of Santo Tomas. He studied philosophy and letters during his first year. Rizal enrolled in this course for 2 main reasons. His father liked it, and he he was still uncertain as what career to pursue. He wrote and sent a letter for Father Pablo Ramon, rector of the Ateneo, saying that he needed an advice on his choice of career. Later on in his school term, as Rizal received Father Ramon's advice to take up the course of medicine, specializing in ophthalmology. He chose medicines for the reason that he wanted to cure his mother's failing eyesight, and Father Ramon recommended to take up a medical course.
During Rizal's term in University of Santo Tomas, 1878, at the same time he was also studying in Ateneo and finished serving course. On November 25, 1881, Rizal was entitled as Perito Agrimensor. As Rizal was a freshman in University of Santo Tomas, he experienced brutality by a lieutenant of Guardia Civil. Sadly, he did not obtain justice. In 1879, Rizal won the first prize in Liceo Artístico Literario of Manila. He submitted a poem titled A la Juventud Filipina, or To the Filipino Youth, which was written in Spanish. The poem was dedicated to the Filipino youth, which he describes as the fair hope of my motherland. In 1880, another contest opened. Rizal made a poem entitled El Consejo de los Dioses, or The Council of Gods, and he won the first place. Rizal keeps on making some literary works. In 1880, Rizal founded a secret society called Compañerismo. The members were called Companions of Jeho. Rizal was unhappy at this Dominican institution of higher learning because they were treated unfairly by the professors. Rizal decided that after he finished his 4th year of medicine course, he will study in Spain, for the reason that he could no longer endure the bigotry, discrimination, and hostility in University of Santo Tomas.
Come on, sisters, let me feel ya. We gon' lock off for so we a powerhouse. Turn on so on while we're glowing. And nobody gotta turn this fire down. Show 'em how your body go, oh, 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 go, oh, 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 oh.